Hey everybody, how's it going? Boatage Tuesday, how are you? Slán agus Bancrúf Galéir. It has been the first drive on my own. I drove Fabi to the airport. Faro, he's gone for work, and I drove the tank. And it's a gorgeous car to drive, and it's extremely sturdy, really big, feels really big. I feel like a real man in my big car. But no, it's a really nice car. It's got so many, bells and whistles and fucking seats that massage your back, and all of this sort of stuff. There's loads and loads of things that I still don't understand. So I pretty much just been watching the road, obviously, but haven't tried any sort of things that help you on the road, if you know what I mean, because I've just been too sort of like glued to the seat. But all went well. Hopefully, I'm still 6 kilometers from the house, but I'm on the back roads now, so I think all went okay. Good afternoon, hello everybody. How are you? Boatage Tuesday. Slán agus Bancrúf Galéir. I'm back from my first trip in the tank. And it's a nice day here, a bit cloudy, but nice. I am gonna make a start on the garden, or on the patio, the pool area. I still haven't figured out how to use the pump, so if anybody has a pool and knows how to use pumps, not pumps, but I need to get all of that shit from the floor up, like out. How do I do that? Like, I have that thing. And then I have a manual, like I have a binder, which is like, but it's in Dutch, because obviously the people who lived here before were Dutch, and they left us a fantastic binder full of interesting stuff. So I will sit down and I will look at that this evening and see, or this afternoon, and see, I know I plug something into a hole here, and I suck shit up. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So anyway, if anyone knows what to do, let me know. So I'm gonna clean up this whole area here, all along here. That's just filthy and full of crap, and I want to make it nice. So that's what I'm going to do today. Camera the opposite direction here, so I need to just get all of this shit up. These beds are pretty old, but we can't afford to buy new ones at the moment, so they're going to stay. But the actual things, the mattresses on them, or the what on earth you call them, sunbed cushions, are pretty dirty. They're pretty stained, so I need to clean those, and just gives the place a bit of a once over. There's actually birds, as living up there in those bird boxes, so they need to have somewhere nice to fly into, and I just want to get this stuff all out of here and make it look pretty. So that's what I'm going to do today. And the dog keeps on pissing everywhere, which is also great fun. Here is the binder that Jose left us, which is, got loads of things in it that we need to know, which is great. All of those sort of things for all of the appliances around the compound. So this one is the one for the swimming pool. So it's the manual for the swimming pool. It's actually Portuguese. So I need just to find what I'm looking for. So I'm going to flick through this and then just get my Google Translate and take a photograph of it, and it will hopefully let me know what I need to do. So there. Eventually any sort of dirt and debris and fallen leaves and food waste and so on, I'm going to put into going to get composters, a couple of compost heaps. Well, not compost heaps because it'll draw all the wildlife to it, but you know, get proper composters like buckets, or make a couple with trash bins, or bins as we call them, and going to use those to make some good fertilizer for the for when I start planting stuff, because there's just going to be so much waste of, you know, of clippings and of the bushes, and then food waste and so on, so grass clippings and everything. So I just want to use that to as a good fertilizer for the plants and for my vegetable patch when eventually I get going and doing that. I don't think I'm going to start that. I may start the actual patch itself this year or you know, this summer, but I definitely won't be planting anything until probably late autumn. That's the best time to plant over here because it just gets so hot during the summertime, you know, unless it's a specific vegetable that's really good, like oranges or whatever. And they're not vegetables, but you know, you need to plant earlier than you would in countries like Ireland or England, or, you know, temperate climates. You need to plant earlier here, which I found out last year. In our old house, I planted loads of stuff, and to be honest, it just burned off because I planted it way too late. But I'm going to do that this year, probably in late autumn, very early spring. And yeah, but I still haven't decided where the fuck I'm going to put it. I mean, there's so much land here, but then it's tons and tons of land. But the one thing I found out is it's as you saw when I was planting the fern, it's like rock. It's very, very hard. So I need to get topsoil as soon as possible. So when Fabio gets back, I'm going to just go to one of the farmers' marts, or one of the huge big agricultural shops here that sell everything, you know, from plants to pig poo pellets. So I'm just going to go there and get what I need to start a proper garden, so I can grow, so we can grow our own vegetables and stuff. So yeah, but I'll get on with what I'm doing. Oh my god, I'm so happy. The pressure cooker, the pressure washer, power washer is working. Well, it was. Hopefully not now. It's working. I thought it was broken, but it was just locked or something. I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was something or other, and I just flicked a switch and it's unlocked now, so it's working, which is fucking great news, because I can do my corner and get all the filth off the tiles, all of the muck that was there, and continue doing around the pool, because, you know, it just needs to be done. It's just taken me about 15 minutes to bring the whole bloody apparatus over to the corner, because we're using an Irish plug board in one of those things where, you know, it's really, really long. The flex is really long, and then it plugs into that. And then we've got this long sort of flex-like thing, and then we've got the water over there. So that's turned on, so it's working. So I'm going to get going on cleaning up this area here. I'll show you my progress as I go. Amazing how clean they come up. restrictions because I want to look like a beastie boy. I am, just to let you know, there was no water restrictions here in the Algarve. It was the wettest 4 months, and there's no restrictions. We checked. So just before anyone asks. You could eat your food off that. I mean, there compared to there. So this pot, which we brought from Ireland, with this little tree in it, I'm going to move this and put it over here where it's clean. And just going to do that now just to get things away from here. The amazing noise, like the buzzing of the bees, is just incredible. There's so many of them in this bush, in this passion fruit bush. There's millions of them buzzing around. You have to be sort of careful that you don't look. Tons of them after one. And they all come from the hives which are across yonder, in yonder field. There's a farmers market on here. I think it might be on Sundays. I have to find out. In the centre of Messina. I can't wait to go there and see what's on offer. Hopefully the honey that the bees make from yonder field is on sale, so I can buy some. But I'm even thinking to myself, like, maybe eventually that's what we could do, put a couple of hive or 3 down yonder compound, you know, and see what we can come up with, see if we can get honey. I know my friend, a good friend of mine, Keith, he did it, and I think he gets honey. I must ring him and find out what the story is there. But yeah, just thinking about little things while I'm slaving away here in the garden. So I'm going to move the pot now, and then I'm going to clean as much as I can, the deck chairs or the lilos or whatever you want to call those things, until we can afford to buy some new ones. So yeah. So there's just so much dirt on the tiles, God. So it's all coming up, but I have to stop being so picky. You know, I'm a bit fastidious, so I want everything to be spotless. But obviously, it's a really big area, and it hasn't been. I say it hasn't been power washed ever, so it's. I can't get it. I'm not going to get it all up. I'm not going to do every individual tile because it will just drive me nuts. So I'm just getting the surface dirt off, making them look a little bit better. Yes, I'll show you when I'm finished. Hi everybody, it's evening time here in the Algarve. I've been at this malarkey doing the floor for the past hour, 2 hours I think. I'll show you what I've done, but Jesus Christ, there's a load of dirt on the floor, and the tiles all around the swimming pool are pretty filthy, so I'm doing those, and it's making it's making the swimming pool even more filthy, and I'm like, oh fuck, now I have to clean the swimming pool. But I'll show you what I've done. So yeah, it's looking okay. I mean, the floor looks better, but it's still like a lot to do. But you know, the more you do it, the less dirty it's going to be, and the power hose is working, which is the main thing. So let me show you what I'm up to. But you can see all the dirt, look at all of that. This is coming from the tiles. And this is really filthy here, which I've gotten rid of a good bit. And then the corner that I worked on, I just moved those, they're beautiful. The terracotta pots, I love them. And then I found these two covers, which actually are waterproof. So I gave them a good wash, a clean down, and they are on the beds. They're just drying off, and I just moved some of our pots into place and weeded them. But yeah, it's looking a lot better. And I did around the table, the floors of the table as well. I really want to protect that. I need to get some protection, or Fabio has an old wives' tale that's supposed to be very good about protecting wood and stuff, so I need to find out what that was, but because it definitely needs protection. But I think it's a really beautiful table. I love it, and Jose made it, so I really want to keep it, you know, for just in honor of him, the man who used to own the house. But yeah, so just getting rid of all of the dirt off the floor, and I've done the corner, but I'm just going to keep on going down this way so I can get rid of, just try get as much up as possible, move it out there towards there, and I want to just fix up this area here. I want to make that look nice. So there you are. That's what I've been up to so far. Stop weeing. No, Linus, do not wee. Do not wee. Pretty fucking filthy. Right. So, I mean, I'm getting a lot of it up. I'll show you. So all of that dirt from in there is gone, and around the plants, underneath the plants here as well. I think I'm gonna have to cut those back at some stage. But at least look, it's looking cleaner. And that's all this side. There's now all of this to do. But I've pretty much done all of the back area. For now anyway. So I'm going to just put some pots and things into place. And the pool is still dirty. Put some pots and stuff into place and just make it look okay. What do you think? Okay, so I'm done for the day. Jesus Christ. I've done a fair bit actually. So I definitely just need to sit down. I might have a gin and tonic and relax. And the weather is turning a little bit grey. So I'm going to show you what I've just done so you can see it. God, the wildlife here is incredible. The birds are just flying all around the place. And while I've been cleaning around the nest, the bird up there, just up here, has been in and out, which is really interesting. But let me show you what I've done. Okay, so we started off in the corner, just washing the corner, getting all the dirt off the floor. Now obviously it's not all gone. This is not gonna, I don't think it's ever gonna be completely gone, but a good bit of it is. And I moved the pots then, just some of the pots into place. And I washed the deck chairs and I found those covers which were waterproof, so I washed those. And then just move some of the pots around. I'm going to put this guy into this tomorrow, I think. But just grouping pots together, you know, to make them look aesthetically pleasing. And the floor here is okay, but that's what I'm most proud of. It was so filthy dirty. I'm really happy with that. And then just up to here. So just put up some plants, and that was a statue that was left here that I really like, and just cleaned it all up really. So next is going to be here tomorrow. You can see all the dirt there. So I'm going to start on this side here tomorrow of the patio, and the pool still hasn't been done. But then I thought to myself, there's no point in me cleaning the pool if I'm doing all of this stuff, because obviously it's going to blow over. But there you go. I hope you like and subscribe. I always forget to say that, or follow, or whatever it is one does. And I'll see you next time in the house in the Algarve Hills.